Guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks reviews with Swift Nexus Knight. I'm doing something not quite as big today, but it still is a very powerful little tank. The M5 Stuart Tier 4 American light tank. Now, I'll go through the gun and armor and the speed and all that stuff, and then I'll show you a game. Now, here we go. It's got a few guns to put on it. I listed two that you would actually want. 37mm M6 gun. Got a good rate of fire, but compared to the other gun, it has got more penetration with normal ammo, but with gold ammo it's got less. So I've gone with the big gun. It's a 75mm howitzer, M3. Does shoot a lot slower and very inaccurate and aims very slowly, but I'll show you in the game what this gun is capable of. But it's mainly that 91 gold penetration that it comes in handy. You'll see why. So you could go with that one if you don't want to use gold ammo as much, but I'm mainly reviewing this tank if you already know how to play, or if you played a lot of games, then you've gone back to grind through this M5 Stuart like I have, to go and research Chaffee at tier 5, because not everyone does that when they're still at low tiers, because that is a lot of XP for a low tier. So if you're going back to buy this, it's definitely worth grinding through it. Don't skip it. It's a very fun tank to play, very powerful. Got 370 view range. Let's go through that here. 44 degrees with the turret traverse, so the turret does turn pretty fast, not as fast as I'd like it to. 370 view range, 615 signal range, which is perfectly good for tier 4. Now the armour is a bit troll. It's got 28 on the hull. It's a weird angle, and bear in mind not many of the guns shooting at you have very much penetration, because this does get in tier 4 games quite often. Rarely gets in tier 6 games, especially after they made it more likely in the last patch for light tanks to get in lower tier games. 38 on the turret. It's got a very thick mantlet, so it can bounce a lot of stuff on there. This is a bit weird really, I'm actually reviewing a light tank's armour, but this has actually got some, and I do bounce some shells. 45 degrees traverse, good. 58 degrees, 58 kilometer speed limit, good. 350 horsepower, really good. 340 hit points, so if you do get in tier 6 games, this will be one-shotted by KV-1Ss if they can catch you. Crew, just go for camo or whatever to make it spotted more, get it spotted less. Good. Yeah. Covered most stuff compared to its competitors, like the other tier 4 light tank that I like is the A20. Might review that soon. Yeah, this is faster, turns faster, and all that stuff, but you'll see why I like this. This has got 330 view range, so it's pretty bad view range compared to this American one, and I'll show you a game. So hang on, hold on. Hopefully this replay will show you what this tank is perfectly suited for and what it can do. So here we go.
Let's get this show on the road.
Very nimble. And that lovely big view range is really good at spotting all the enemies. Good at dodging around the houses. Has got quite a high profile. That's what you get if you have high view range. And the gun is actually surprisingly deadly for tier 4 light tank. Here I'm using high explosive. It's not very reliable, but he just turned to the side there, so did a nice bit of damage to him. Didn't do much to him.
Critical hit.
Wasn't doing much damage to that guy either, so
Ready to fire.
here we go.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I'm going to murder this poor guy here.
Penetration. Track hit.
He didn't manage to penetrate any one of his shots, which is quite bad for him.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
You can see it can bounce tier 4s quite effectively.
We didn't even scratch them.
Almost killed this guy. Here we go. About here I noticed that Hector had got the big derp gun, so he could have one-shotted me if I wasn't very careful at trying to dodge him. Thankfully he missed.
Critical hit.
If a shot had hit me, then I probably would have died. Using auto-aim is quite an effective way of fighting in this tank when you're circling them.
Target acquired. Got him.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
Technically it would have been a bit better if I used normal aim, but
Penetration.
here we go.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Now here, you can see the high explosive hasn't got quite enough to penetrate the back of him.
Target acquired. Enemy armor.
So I start using heat ammo.
Penetration.
Does less damage, but more than normal ammo does.
Armor is damaged. Gotcha.
There you go. I hope that demonstrated what this tank can do and how useful it can be, especially if you know how to use it and you're not just starting like some people who play it. If you're thinking of trying to get the chaffy and you're thinking you might use free experience to go through this tank, I definitely wouldn't. It's very fun. Even in tier 6 games I've killed tier 6s by using the gold ammo, by shooting their backs and their sides. Still very good at that. So I'll show you the after battle screen of that game. Here is the after battle stats for that game. You can see I spotted a lot of guys. That was ×3 experience, so it's quite nice I got that. And of course got scout and high caliber on a light tank, which is nice. And let's see, I did most damage, got like most kills and everything. So let's see, I got 28 shots fired, 20 direct hits. That was just using auto aim most of the time. 19 penetrations. The ones that didn't penetrate are mainly the ones that were shot with high explosive. 3 hits received. I blocked 50 damage with the armor, which isn't that much, but still it did block nearly all shots that got fired at me. 9 enemy vehicles spotted. 8 enemy vehicles damaged. 5 destroyed. 681 spotting damage. That was a very quick game, only 3.2 minutes. So there you go. 1900 base XP, which isn't bad. Is that with premium? If it is, yeah, that's just 1200 normally actually, I think. That was ×3, so that was a lot. And does earn some money, that was 2500 for that game. 25,000 with premium 38, but I did use a lot of gold ammo, so that was 31 minus 1000 credits. But in the end, that just hopefully that game and this little review will make you want to play the M5 Stuart. If you've already gone through it, maybe you should go back if you want to research Chaffee or for some other reason. But it is very fun. It's a good tank in my opinion. So, see you next time. Bye.